While you're sprucing things up around your home, it's the perfect time to look for any household hazards that could lead to a slip or fall. According to the National Safety Council, 1 out of 3 Americans over the age of 65 falls each year, with nearly half of those falls occurring at home. Right now, we're joined by Dr. Joseph Zuckerman, the immediate past president of the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, who has some potentially life-saving advice. Dr. Zuckerman, welcome to the show.
Hello, Laura.
First of all, doctor, what are some of the most common household hazards that could cause a slip and fall accident?
Well, I think the most common problem is things just getting in the way. Things that are on the floor, whether it be a pile of magazines or an electrical cord that's stretched out across the walkway, simple things like that. Or a rug that's not secured to the floor and it tends to slip when you walk on it. Or even wooden floors that look beautiful, but they're slippery, and that can cause problems.
You mentioned a couple of things to look out for. Are there any locations in the home that could be more dangerous than others?
Well, I think the number one location is probably the bathroom. The combination of slippery tile floors, slippery bathtubs or showers, and bath mats that tend to slide all add up to a very hazardous situation.
That makes sense. And as far as people who want to take a look around the entire home, are there other red flags they should look for when walking from room to room?
Well, you need to think about the stairs in your home, making sure the stairs are well lit and that the stairs themselves can be seen, particularly the edges of each step. But you also need to think about the lighting. Lighting in the bedroom is particularly important. Most people get up in the dark in their bedroom and need to move along either to the bathroom or somewhere else. You need to make sure that you can see where you're going and, of course, make sure that walkway is clear.
Now, doctor, with the holidays creeping closer, what things should we keep in mind as we get the home ready for the season?
I think that you certainly do need to think about what you're going to do. Many people are going to be decorating their Christmas trees, so the first thing they're going to do is go get those Christmas ornaments out of their closet up on top shelf or out of the attic. So they're going to be on ladders or step stools or step ladders. That can be very hazardous. So there's some common safety measures you can take when using a ladder that everybody should be aware of.
That is good, timely advice. Now, as far as other ways to prevent falls, what role does exercise play?
Exercise is important for everyone, but particularly in senior citizens. As you get older, regular exercise can help you maintain balance, maintain muscle tone, and make you in general more steady on your feet.
Doctor, I know a lot of these falls can cause a serious injury, and why is it especially important for seniors not to fall, and how detrimental can it be to their health?
A large number of hip fractures occur each year in this country as a result of a fall, and those occur primarily in senior citizens. A hip fracture can be a devastating injury to an older person. I would say upwards of 20 or 30% of senior citizens who fracture their hips probably won't be alive 1 year later. It's a serious injury that, although we have very effective ways to treat it, the best way to treat it is to prevent it from occurring.
Of course, a lot of our viewers do have an elderly loved one who lives alone. So what kind of advice can you offer for the worst case scenario if that person does fall at home?
Well, the most important thing is for that individual who falls to get help. Now, sometimes that's easier said than done. You need to get to a telephone and call 911, or even simple things like having your cell phone on you is going to be facilitate that. Using a personal alarm, something that is available commercially, in which you can push a button that sends a signal out there that you need help. Or even, making sure that a family member contacts you each day at the same time to make sure everything is okay. So if I'm calling my mother, my 92-year-old mother, at 5 o'clock each day, and I call 5 o'clock and she doesn't answer, well, that raises a red flag, and I know I've got to get somebody over there to find out what's going on.
Well, this is all great information. Thank you, Dr. Zuckerman, for sharing it with us.
You're quite welcome.
For more information, visit hhrtv.com/injuries.